What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. You know who it is, man. Do I have to say it? I don't, but I'll say it anyway, man. I am your boy, Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in misinformation, Brian T. Licata. What's going on, brother?
Hey.
How are you today, man?
Better now that I'm here with you.
That's sweet, man. It's been a minute. I feel like I haven't spoken to you in a minute.
Dude, I feel like I don't think it was funny.
I don't get to talk. You started working for the man. It's taking all your time. All you do is work. You don't have time.
You didn't call me at all last week, G.
Yes, I did. You full of shit.
No, you didn't.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I really don't pay attention to that shit.
What was funny, it was actually like, I think it was yesterday in the morning. Yeah, it was when I was at work in the morning. I was like, damn, I haven't talked to G. And
it's been a minute, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. And then I was like, ooh. All right, well, we're doing the show tomorrow, so I guess we'll just save it for the show.
Man,
we're not gonna do that again though. I miss you.
Yeah, no, it's been a minute, man.
Well, I see that you've joined a punk band.
Nah, I got the copper glove on because my shit is killing me, man. It's like my foot's getting better. I just finally got my foot in a sneaker. And now my fucking
What kind
wrist,
of glove is that?
it's the copper shit. You know, like it has the copper. You see, like it has those.
Oh, copper.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, what you think I said?
I didn't know if you were saying like carpal tunnel, carpal tunnel.
I have that.
Yeah, but I thought copper and carpal could have been the same word.
Well, it's not, but I didn't say that. I said copper. I'm sorry that I tend to have a little bit of whatever.
Well, you said before it, fuck you, Kappa, so I wasn't really sure.
Well, either way, yeah, that's why I got it on, man. It's killing me. It's because my foot, you know what it is, man? Like people always say, how do you feel? I'm like, yo, it's like there's always a pain. It just moves around. You know what I'm saying? Like my foot was the issue for 2 weeks, and it still kind of is, but it's getting better. I got it now in my sneaker. You know, even though I don't know why I got it in there now, because to be honest, that shit be hurting. So,
yeah, what do you? Yeah, what?
I only do that.
You don't need them on for the show.
Nah, man, I only do that when I do the show because I don't want to be there with a big fucking, McDonald's boot on my foot. You know what I'm saying?
Some like clown shoes on.
It's like a big stupid shoe. So,
are you still sitting down on stage?
Yeah, yeah. Because if I stand, like I did a show over at an old folks home.
What were you
on Saturday?
You checking out an apartment?
On Saturday, yeah, it's a community. But I did a show at an old folks home and shit, and basically we all walked the same. I fit right in, you know. But I had to stand. They didn't have a stool. They had like a small chair, but they had no stage. So if I would have sat, nobody would have seen me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stand, and it kind of fucks with me, man. It bothered me, but whatever, you know. You move on, man. I'm feeling all right. I'm mellow, you know.
Yeah.
Got a day off today. As far as comedy goes, I got a day off today. So that's cool.
How were the shows over the weekend?
Great. The shows have been banging, man. Look, if you've been thinking about coming down, now's the time to come, yo. It's been banging. You know, we packing it in every night so far. So far, so good, man. Check out AC Joe's. We got mad people coming down, too.
Yeah, so you got Greg Giraldo. Was that Thursday?
Thursday, yeah. Greg's there, I think, every Thursday.
Oh, is he? That's cool. He's here Friday, too.
So.
He's doing a new talent show?
Yeah, they're doing a show with all the up-and-comers.
Nice.
You know. But if you scroll down, we got like a lot of guest comedians coming down within the next couple of weeks.
Esco's featuring on Friday. Let's go.
Yeah, Esco.
Let's go, dude. Big shout out to Esco, dog. Doing his thing.
He's getting up, man. He's working on it.
Yeah, well.
You know.
I mean, that's really what it is with comedy reps, right?
You know, and also having something to say.
Right.
Like that's the problem with a lot of shit now is that there's so many people that are comedians who really have nothing to say. They have no conviction of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like they have no thoughts about anything. I'd rather someone have like, some sort of thoughts and they be wrong than a person that has no thoughts at all, no conviction for anything.
Do you
And that's the
like?
problem. You get these comedians that they have they have no belief of anything. You know what I'm saying? And then they go
Mm,
up there and they hear somebody else say a joke and they go, "Oh, that's funny." And then they try to talk about it, but when you hear them talk about it, there's no sincerity.
right.
You know,
So they're trying to do like. I mean, if you're like that, maybe you should just write jokes, like jokes.
I don't know what you should do,
Yeah.
but I don't appreciate them. That's me. That's just me being a dick. Who am I to judge? I guess. But personally, yeah, there's a lot of people that's got nothing to say. It's amazing how many people ain't got nothing to say. Like they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like no care on nothing. Politics, nothing. And that's
Mm,
fine. I don't care about politics, but care about something in life. You know,
mm.
out there just, bro, where you been, baby? It's been a minute, man.
Good to see you, bro.
I know you were good at rolling. I'm a pretty good roller.
And you're
Sunset.
and you're good to roll with, and you're good to roll with me. You know, you're great. You're a great travel companion.
Who me? Yeah, I'm
Oh,
easy.
the best, bro. What do you mean? No, dude, you're the best.
I'm pretty
Especially
easy.
when you drive. Oh, God, it's the best.
I get us there quick.
Dude. Yeah, I know, and smooth. You know, there might be a
Yeah,
couple.
a couple of hiccups here and there.
Yeah, but it's, the conversation's always nice. You
I'm
know.
getting ready to go to Indiana next weekend. Not this weekend. Next weekend I'll be in
Ooh.
Indiana.
Ah,
Hey,
shit.
Jasmine, what's going on? I love the new profile picture. You always look beautiful.
Hmm. Looks like a princess.
And big up to everybody out there, man. I hope you're having a good week, man. I hope the week is treating you good. I hope the month is treating you good. It stays raining a lot, right?
Mm.
It's
It
raining
has.
like it's raining now. It's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care. I don't really want to do much.
Um.
Gives me a reason not to do much.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good rain though. I don't think it's not bad rain yet.
Right
Everything's
now,
green.
right
Spring
now, I'm in
showers,
my
April showers.
that's what they say, right?
Hmm.
They bring bees too. I hate bees.
Mm.
Hate bees.
Mm.
Wasps, hornets.
Yeah, it was funny today when I was at work. I had like a little, like patch of flies, and I was like going like this, talking to this guy.
See,
I'm
my
like,
thing
damn.
is, I
I'm
know
like, damn.
that,
That's the
like,
first time I've done that in months.
yeah, like I
Swatted a
know that
fly. I haven't done
everything
that in
has its
months.
purpose. Like bees have their purpose,
Hmm.
you know. But why can't they just get about their purpose and not be dicks? You know what I'm saying?
What's
Like,
that? The
why
flies?
do insects and bugs have to be dicks about themselves and like crawl on people?
Well,
Like,
listen.
I feel like if I was
You
a
know.
bug, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like if I was a bug, right? I wouldn't fuck with people. I wouldn't go near them. You know
Mm.
why? The world is so big.
The blood, dude. The blood suckers. The blood, G. The
Don't
blood.
they like
They must have the blood.
don't mosquitoes fucking also like don't they hit animals too? Don't
Bro,
they
they're
be
trying to give you that Zika, son. They're trying to give you some fucking
gotta
malaria, dude.
gotta take this
That
off.
that's dude.
Gotta
That's the
make
purpose.
space
That's
for
the
monkeys
purpose of
like that.
mosquitoes to spread malaria. Did
Is
you know
that the
that?
purpose?
Hmm.
That could be true. I don't know.
Yeah, listen, man. There's too
You
many
know.
of us.
How's the man been
You want to
treating
talk about some conviction? I'm convicted about something.
you? Oh, really?
There's too many people, dog. You know what we need? I was thinking when I was sitting in traffic. I was thinking about one of your jokes when you were talking about driving up to New York
Yeah.
during COVID,
Oh, it was beautiful.
and I'm like, damn, bro, bring that shit back, son.
Dude, driving when I
Yo,
was driving to New
shut these
York,
roads down.
when I was
Shut them
driving to New
down,
York
dog.
during COVID, man, I knew I was gonna miss this. Like I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't care, I didn't want it to end. Not the
I,
sickness, just the whole thing of people going, I don't want to go outside, then stay the fuck home. And I
yeah,
was just
dude.
coasting, dog. It was beautiful. Belt
Yeah.
Parkway, no traffic whatsoever. You know what it is to get to the Belt Parkway and get to where you got to go in 7 minutes?
Mm.
But you're only 7 miles to get to your exit. Normally, it takes me like 45 minutes to go 7 miles on the Belt Parkway.
So in the morning, I commute to Long Island, right? I go up the West Side Highway, the Henry Hudson Parkway. I go to.
Oh shit!
You got to fly, don't you?
Nah, Buddha just stepped in, bought a bottle of Tito's with him. I told him if he got bored, come up and hang out. So he just stepped in with a bottle of Tito's.
Oh, Jesus.
Right now I'm chilling. This is like my living room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Where's your bed?
My bed is over there.
In that direction. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it faces this direction. Like it faces me. So if I was lying in the bed and sitting here, I'd be looking at myself. My other TV's over here, and then I have another TV over there.
Where's your kitchen? Where's the kitchen?
Kitchen's downstairs, bathroom's outside.
See, I got mine in my room. How about that? How about that? Oh, salud. Salud to the boys. Salud.
Salud,
cheers,
man.
Cheers, cheers. Buddha.
Are you chilling?
I didn't know Buddha was much of a drinker.
He's really not. Special occasion.
Dude, the special occasion is what? You guys moving in together?
Popo wasn't.
Yeah, what's the special occasion?
Popo wasn't pulling anybody over. Nah, they weren't, dude. It was a beautiful thing.
Shift a little bit. You're off-centered. There you go. Buddha.
Yo, what y'all think of my new wall though, man? I got rid of the Sade, and now I got my whatchamacallit, Lenny Bruce.
Were you forced to get rid of it because it broke?
He looks black.
No, I still got it.
He looks black. He looks black.
What looks black?
The guy in the photo. He says
Lenny
Lenny Bruce.
He looks black. You think he looks black?
In that photo, yeah, that looks like a black man. You don't think
Really?
so? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think so.
That don't look like a Jewish guy to you, dude. He's 100% like Jew.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, with like the silhouette. You're talking about the thing that, I don't know.
Are you talking about the one that's lighting up behind me? You think?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Does anybody else feel that way? That looks like a black dude? What is he talking about?
I think you got a cataract. You might want to check.
Yeah, I agree with bro, dude.
Bring back Sade?
Yeah, dude, bring her back, dude. What are you doing?
I like the guy there, man. So I light it up. It's a nice flavor in the room with the colors. I'm gonna put the Sade over my bed. I still don't got nothing over the bed, so I was gonna throw the Sade over there. Over there.
I like the pictures of your kids. Very nice.
Yeah, those always go up. Everywhere I go, I always put those up.
I know. Yeah, and you got the original SSL flyer.
That
right?
was the first show we ever did live. That was a great show too with Rocker T. And I don't think Skadanks didn't perform that night. We actually headlined that night and we almost got killed. Polar Knight says, "This is nice. I finally get to see Gabby's partner."
Gay. I do have nice tits. But...
This is my dog, man. Jasmine says, "I always thought he was black." LOL.
Bro, told you.
Really?
He looks black, dude. Yeah.
Bring up a picture of him so everybody can see what he really looks like. Lenny Bruce. In case anyone don't know who he is, he was the first comedian to ever curse on stage. And he actually
he got locked up a couple times, right?
He got locked up a bunch of times. They actually started a task force just for him. And they would sit in the back of his in the back of the club while he was performing, and the minute he would say a curse, they would just roll up and arrest him. And then he was also a heroin addict, so they knew he was usually holding, so they would roll on him all the time and find shit on him and just arrest him. He made his life miserable. You
That's entrapment. Come on.
Yeah, maybe.
Nah, it wasn't entrapment because they just rolled on you when you had it. You know what I'm saying? Bro says
waiting in the back. Come on.
Back in the day, I believe his name was Time.
Are you guys live on Facebook or not?
Yeah, we're live on Facebook too.
No, Jasmine says from the picture. Yeah. Yeah, she always thought he's black from the picture. As I'm saying, dude, that looks like a Denzel silhouette, bro.
I have no idea what any of y'all are looking at. I'm looking at it this way, and I'm like, he just doesn't look. I don't know, man. Arab, maybe. I don't know. All right. Well, you guys see it. I don't see it. That don't mean it's not there. I'm just saying I don't see
Dude,
it.
hold on.
Look, I just don't see it.
Hold on.
You know. But so the voters bring back Sade.
Come on, that's just a painting. It's the same thing, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like what?
That he looks black, and it's crazy. His
bro.
face is white. Nah, that don't look the same. Look at the hair, dog. That
Dude.
dude got a Jewish fro, man.
But I'm saying with the silhouette, to me, it looks like a black fro.
Man.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
listen,
Dude.
like I said, I'm not saying. Jasmine said maybe because you know his face already. I never really knew who he was.
Yeah, I don't
I
know,
guess.
dude.
Look, I'm not saying you don't see what you see. I'm just saying I don't see what you see.
Do you see what
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see?
Like when you sit there and you tell me I'm so ugly, no one will ever love me. Before you got married, remember before you met your lady, how sad you were because you felt you was like an ugly duckling, and you used to be like, I'm never gonna meet nobody. I'm so ugly. And I was like, look, man, you do look a little like a foot, but you look like a pretty foot, the kind of foot that, like, you know, if someone was into foot fetishes, they would take pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened. You found yourself, your confidence came up a little bit. You started to believe in yourself, and you found yourself a wife, man. That's awesome. You know? And now if we could just get those nutitos to do what they're supposed to do, maybe we'll get a little, you know, I'll get a little nephew up in this bitch.
We're working. I think I don't know, Tio, or you want like a grandpa G. A grandpa G. Is that what you want?
On it.
Yeah, we're working on it.
You got a joint over there?
Yeah, we're working on it. We got some cooks in the kitchen.
I don't know. Something I rolled. Well, didn't know I
Tio, Lauren Kloska says, I see that every day almost, and I always thought he was black when I saw that and he spoke about him. Dude,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Did you
His
know?
name is Lenny Bruce.
No, I know that, but I'm saying it's like I didn't get Lenny Bruce from that.
No.
Like I know who Lenny Bruce is. When I saw it, I didn't know that was
the word
Lenny
that he got
Bruce.
arrested for was putz.
Putz?
Yeah, it's Yiddish for dick. Yeah.
Putz.
But he fought for that right. And posthumously, is that what they call it?
Posthumously.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right word, but after he died,
I know how to. I read that word, but I've never pronounced it.
Well,
Posthumously,
posterior.
We got to figure out how to say it now.
We'll put it up on the screen.
somebody tell us how to say it.
All right. Relax. Buddha, Gary, isn't that what I'm doing? You hear the clicking?
Relax.
Posthumously.
You must.
Hold on. Posthumously. Okay, hold on.
Let
me see if I can put it through that. These what do I want? Here we go.
Posthumously.
Posthumously. Okay.
Posthumously.
Sounds like he's saying it wrong.
Posthumously.
Sit on my face. Posthumously.
It's an adverb after the death of the originator.
Well, whatever. After he died, they cleared him of his charges. That shit went federal, I think. You know, but he allows every comedian out there. He's the one who fought for the right for us to be able to say whatever the fuck.
I mean, let's be honest. Somebody would have done it eventually.
He
just happened to be.
Yeah, but it's
okay. So, but here's the thing, man. That's the way it is with everything.
Yeah.
So, do you take away from the person?
If you were born at that
to
time,
say,
you could have done it too.
But I wasn't. So the thing is, do you take away from the fact that he did do it first?
Nah, but
no, because it's like, dude, why didn't either one of you invent AOL?
I'm that impressed with
Like, I'm not gonna be mad at either one of you for not inventing AOL. You're both born when it happened. Like you were around. People were of your age.
I would have never invented it. First of all,
no, of course.
I would have never. Why? Of course. Damn, that was a big of course. But I'm just saying, I would have never invented it. Fuck you too.
I mean, come on, of course. Of course.
Playing baseball.
Yeah, you'd have been like, nah, I don't need the internet. Yeah.
Yo, I think I got a great idea for a podcast. Me and Buddha reacting to watching Love on a Spectrum.
Ooh, that's a great idea, dude.
Dude,
yeah.
He said it's too personal. Dude,
personal.
I was
too personal.
Yo,
personal, dude.
Yo, I was exhausted last night.
That one girl is my ex with the awkward smiles and like the random plans. She's like, let's go to Disney, go to a carnival, jump in a volcano, let's have cheesecake.
Yes,
right,
dude.
Did she get really happy when you brought her a really big lollipop? Would you ever get one of the big pinwheel ones?
He get it one of those pinwheels on a stick that the thing blows in the wind and just spins. Yo, dude, he's watching it, right?
Dude, I heard for Christmas,
I'm getting ready to go to bed.
The little paddle with the rubber ball.
Listen to me, man. Listen for a second.
They attract to me. I don't know what it is.
You got headphones.
Dude, it's your face, dog.
It's your face. Oh, there's nothing wrong with your face, man. Don't let him get to
I
you.
always attract the mentally.
Wow.
He lives on their street right now. What's the street? Durr Street.
Yeah, the name of my street is Durr.
That's our street, Durr Street. Yo, so here's the thing. I'm dead tired. I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I see him watching Love on the Spectrum, right? And I've already watched it. Like, I watched all the episode. I watched Down with Love, right? So I'm sitting there, and I sit down next to him because he's
like
still
watching my wedding video, bro. That's
yo,
what it's
dude,
like. That's what the show is like.
He said it's like watching his wedding video, dude. He was eating potato chips, and they showed this one chick that he said that looks like a chick, and she smiled and she went.
Dude,
and yo, he almost choked on the chips. I was dying. He said when she goes, they say, what do you want to do for a date? She goes, I like to go hiking, go to the beach, go to a movie, and then maybe we can go to a museum. And he goes, it sounds like my wife when she was planning our fucking honeymoon. And I was in tears. Because this lady was a little, you know.
They all are.
Yeah, they all are.
No, they're not, dude.
They all have, listen.
Down syndrome, bro? No, they don't all have Down syndrome.
No, it's not Down syndrome. It's
down.
Brian, I'm just gonna get a bus.
They're not Downies. In fact,
get a bus.
In fact, they're the exact opposite of Downies.
That's what the problem
is. The spectrum. First of all,
they're hidden.
You're talking about. I thought you said you were saying Down with Love, dude. I thought you said you were watching Down with Love.
No, we were watching Love on the Spectrum. Down with Love ain't got a new season. The other one does, but he never saw it, so he started at the first season.
I'm afraid. Don't do that.
But yo, here's the thing: they're not like the Downies because the Downies are adorable and filled with love. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you stabbed one of them, little heart emojis would start popping out of them. That's what would happen. Okay.
You think so? I always thought it would be like
the spectrum. And by the way,
okay,
if it's a spectrum, right? Aren't we all on it?
Yes.
That's
so
the thing.
We're all on the spectrum.
But some people you have to grade with a curve.
Well, that's the spectrum. The spectrum
is.
Yeah, dude.
I don't really think there's any diagnosis like in the body.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, man. That's just an excuse to be rude.
No, it's definitely not, dude.
It's an excuse to be awkward and rude. That's what it is.
I don't think so.
Them motherfuckers be rude as fuck, and they got no emotions, right? They'll be sitting there like this through the whole date, and then they're like, I think we're having a great date. I'm like, you're having a great date? You haven't blinked since you got here. I don't know, but watching it with him is fucking great, dude. I just sit down, I don't even look at the TV. I look at him just to see his reaction.
Oh my god,
they're very rude though. But I'll tell you this: there's one dude, right? And I don't know, man. He was very he was bugged. He's a buggy dude. James, I think his name is. Long blonde hair. Yeah, the blonde dude.
My god, dude.
You liked his hair though.
Yo, he's wild.
He's wild, dude. But see, I don't want to ruin it for you, man. But that motherfucker, like. Every chick that get with him want to hook up, and he just be turning them down. And I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers act like they're not on the spectrum. They acting like this dude don't crunch. No, he knows. He knows he's on the spectrum. Every time you ask him a question, he's like, well, I don't know. You know, like you do that every fucking question. You know that you got something going on. Everybody else ain't making faces every time they answer a question. Bro says, how do you guys make it from one day?
This was an old comment. I'm not sure what this is in reference to, but he made a couple right after that.
There has to be a God. Yes, I agree. They decided to make an example of him.
I'm not sure who we were talking about at that point.
They make an example of.
Yes, it's only 4 minutes ago, but a lot's happened.
We've talked about a lot of nothing.
We watched it all already. You know, we did, but we didn't watch it with him. And I think I want to do a podcast of us two just responding to it. Although I don't know, man, because I'm horrible when I watch that show. Like, I am so fucking horrible.
I mean, I think...
You know, when I watch it, I can't help it. You're putting it on TV. So if you're putting it on TV, then you're opening it up for someone like me to be like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
You know,
Lenny Bruce. You're saying
Lenny Bruce. So what was the last comment he said?
They decided to make an example of him.
Oh no, they did. And listen, it's true what you say. Anybody, eventually somebody would have did it. He's the one who did it. And I'll tell you this, I don't find them funny. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
don't
it's
at
back
all.
then. Yeah, back then though. I mean,
See, that's the problem. I don't understand. He's from like the fucking 30s.
you can't, dude. You can't.
I don't understand.
You can't. You weren't there.
Like the 50s, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't,
understand
dude.
what he's talking about. It's all like skedat cats and just a doo-doo. I don't know what the
But
fuck.
imagine, dude. Imagine like there being nothing like it before. You had
Like, he was
vaudeville.
like a jazz dude. Like everything was like he hung with a jazz crowd. That's why he was into the heroin. And he played at jazz clubs. Like he would
Love
open up
jazz.
jazz bands. What happened?
Love jazz.
You love jazz?
Oh,
well, you
yeah,
love heroin
dude.
too. So
I do. Yeah.
neither of them are very good for
I
you.
don't like either.
That's not true at all.
No, jazz is the gateway to the devil, son.
No, that's just what they told. That's just racist propaganda,
Jazz
bro.
is the gateway to a nap.
Yeah. What are you? White, G?
Take a nap.
What are you, white?
I just recently joined a cult down the block.
It's
called-
all those eggs.
It's called 7 Days Adventist Witnesses.
Oh, cool. What happens on the seventh day? The Sabbath?
She can't talk about it.
No, I don't know, but you only knock on doors after hours. Like you don't knock. We only go to like businesses, and we only knock on their doors after they're closed.
Oh, okay.
We don't return.
Mm.
We
The
borrow.
11th hour. Mm.
Yeah, that's basically
That's
it.
cool.
Some would
Have
say
you guys-
breaking and entering, but
I wouldn't,
Well,
we're
yeah.
saying visit
I
it.
wouldn't say it on the show.
you know. Yeah, I mean that's the
That's cool.
problem.
So
Everybody
you guys are
likes-
roommates and accomplices.
what?
Huh?
I hate any witness. I do too. Like I don't understand. I wasn't fun to watch it with. Yes, you were fun to watch it with. Stop looking for validation all the time, baby. The fact that you're still allowed to come over validates you, man. You're here. You're there, just be in it, man. Be in it. That's like when I do comedy, man. I don't look for validation. I don't need someone to tell me I'm fucking funny. I don't need that shit. I've been doing this shit for 10 years. If I wasn't funny, well, no, I guess there are some people doing it for a long time that aren't funny.
Yeah.
How about this? I don't care. How about that? Am I funny? I don't care. I know that I still keep getting gigs. I hope I'm funny. But I keep getting gigs, so I'm not going to keep asking.
I hope you're funny too.
When you do a show, do you ask the person who booked you, was you funny? Or
No.
did they like you?
I already know. The crowd.
Yeah, Booty, you've been doing comedy a long time, haven't you? What, 25 years? Longer?
He's been doing it for
26.
75 years. Yeah.
1990.
Really?
He's the
Seven-
original comedian vampire.
1999, but like not full time. That was like
No, but where'd you do your first show at?
Rascals in West Orange. I had to bring 10 people. I
Mm.
brought 107.
What, dude?
I have
Did you
the
call up all
record.
your family?
I have the record. Where I worked, this girl, like she was Italian. She knew all the Italians in Newark.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. It had to be some Italians coming out.
It was a good time.
107. How'd
They
you
kept
do?
showing up for a while.
You know what's crazy? When I started doing
Yeah.
comedy, big up to everybody. Mark, everybody used to just come out, man. Leo. So when I started doing comedy and you get a show, so they show up because they want to support you,
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna lie, 90% of those shows sucked. So big up to you for showing up. But what I find crazy is when I used to do those shows, motherfuckers showed up. Like when I
But-
first did Dangerfields, man, I had a line down the block. And like everybody on the show was all up and comers like me. So the show was kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a couple of good people, but it was kind of bad. But now that I'm playing, professionally and, literally living off this shit, motherfuckers don't come.
Well, how often are they supposed to come?
And I feel, well, it's not even that I care
Yeah.
because you looked out for me when I needed the support to get on gigs. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you want a headline, bring 5 people. They'll put you on last because they don't want everyone to leave. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because the crowd was 7 people and you bought 5 of them. So they're going to put you on last. Guess what? You just headlined. But now I feel bad for them because it's like now I play with motherfuckers that are dope and like they don't come, which once again, thank you for supporting in the beginning, but you owe yourself at least one good show. Even me, I wasn't that good back then. Everybody thought I was good back then. So did I, but I wasn't. I watched videos of that shit and I'm like, what the fuck? You ever do that? You watch old videos and be like, that shit sucked, or you're like, I always crushed it.
Of your stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Yeah, I was
my
watching
stuff's
some
been golden
TVs.
since I started. Yeah, of course. I used to lay on my back and do Edith Bunker like an idiot with my legs in the air.
How much did you weigh at that time?
Like 350.
Oh, dude.
I used to get on a chair. I used to do a thing where I hate when people watch me at work, like in the bathroom. You look in the stall to see who's in there. So now I used to do a bit where I would stand on the chair backwards, and that's how I would take a crap. I don't know. I used to do craziness.
Yeah, I look at shit. I had nothing.
Yeah.
I had nothing. I had no material, nothing.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know. I go up there and just talk about what just happened 2 seconds before I got on the stage.
Were you like scat that?
I'm watching them shit. I'm like, what the fuck are they laughing at? I be bugging out, man. But it's crazy. We've come a long way, man. Me and Buddha been playing comedy together.
How long?
I was just some crazy gay shit. But we've been doing comedy together for like 6 years now, man. That's crazy. And like every day, we argue over who's done the most sets. We definitely know this. Ladies and gentlemen, you were looking at one. Definitely one.
Either one of us.
And if it's one or the other, the first and second comedians to ever do the most time in 1 year.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. We looked at the record, and the record, we were like,
it was
we
like 270, right?
Yeah, we like tripled it. We like
over 300.
tripled that shit because we
We're way
play
over
every
300.
single fucking night and do like 2 shows a night.
And we
at
had
one
3
point.
rooms back then.
Yeah, we had like 3 rooms. We done mad shows in 1 year.
Yeah, what was that, like 2018, 2019?
Yeah, 2018, 2019 was the peak.
Right before
2020.
Right before COVID, dude. She was rocking in AC right before COVID, dude.
We
Popping.
had like 3 rooms, dog.
Popping, dude.
We were doing like 4 shows a night, every single night. And then when COVID hit, forget about it. We were the only club open anywhere, every single night. So sold out every night. Remember that? We were sold out every night. We were caking.
Yeah. What'd that last for? Like 6 months though? Before
6
everything,
months.
before like other cities started opening.
It was a
other
good
places
year.
started
It
opening.
was a good year before they said we got to put you on the books.
Chappelle talked about us. Remember?
Oh yeah, he dissed us.
He didn't even mention our names or anything.
He dissed us, but that's all
He
right.
said it was a horrible show.
Nah, he didn't say that.
He did. He said who would want to see a comedy
Oh
show
yeah, in a parking lot.
parking lot.
A bunch of people, Dave, because a bunch of people came out.
More people than you had in your barn.
We
you
got noise
bastard.
complaints all the time. Nah, that's not true. His barn had. I went to go see him at the barn.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went.
Oh, in Ohio?
Yeah, I went with fucking Mike Merck. I'm not gonna lie, he bought the ticket
wow.
too. Big up to Mike Merck for taking me out there, and that's about it. That's about it. Big up to you. For that. I don't forget the good things. You know what I'm saying? He brought me there. That shit was dope too. That was a dope show. You know, Mike came back with a bunch of new material.
Whose was it?
I don't know.
I don't
Anybody?
remember his name.
Yeah. Anybody? Gary on the ride there and Gary on the ride back.
No. It was this
You know how mad you get
Middle
when,
Eastern dude.
when someone steals a joke from someone that stole a joke from you? It's the worst.
Yeah.
When someone steals a joke that was already stolen, is that what you're saying?
From you, yeah. Like, and it made it. It's okay though. Alone again. Oh, you like that, Tito's? It was warm though, right?
Ah, it's supposed to be.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it, like sake?
Tito's. Made from grapes.
They're not a sponsor.
Oh no,
but
made from
grapes.
potatoes, right? Potatoes.
They're made from grapes.
They make this shit from potatoes, right?
I don't know.
Well, no, I think what's his name's vodka,
Rice.
Diddy's, came from grapes. I think. No, what did his shit come from? It wasn't from potato.
Yellow corn. Tito's is made from yellow corn.
Yellow corn.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tito's is made from
Rock.
corn.
So how come when you eat corn, it don't come
It's
out
not
clear?
sweet.
It comes out like
It should be sweet if it's from corn, no?
that.
Hey,
Explains.
Oh yeah, Ciroc is distilled from grapes.
Grapes. Told you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Hey, Brian,
What were you saying? Yeah.
you ever heard about this fad where
Whoa! You can't
Oh,
call
dude.
people that no more.
FAD?
Oh. Continue.
Yeah.
I think it's
Anyway, fad. If you put like alcohol in a Brita filter and then drink it, it's supposed to get like rid of the bad, like horrible taste. It'll work with like tequila and brandy and everything. Have you heard about this?
You watching TikTok videos again, Buddha?
It wasn't a TikTok video.
It was a Kit Cock.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard that.
Have you heard that if you dip a tampon in liquor and then shove it in your ass, you get 10% more fucking drunk?
That's true.
Is
Really?
it? I missed that.
No, that's true.
I'm amazing.
You
get wasted from
in your asshole.
And yeah, I don't know why.
Well,
you would think that. Why are there more taste buds in your asshole than your mouth?
Well, they're not taste buds. It's
well,
what is it? I guess it's a like mucous membrane or something like that. Is that what it is?
All expert.
Well, I mean, there's like nerves and shit down there, right?
Yeah, but it's not. It's access to the bloodstream. That's what it is.
By the way, let's go Giants this season, huh? Let's get 3 wins.
About the Mets, baby. The Mets.
What about them? How we doing?
Let's look.
I just thought of my video games again.
Tastes like
Oh,
ass.
cool. What are you playing?
My
What are you-
Mets
what are you
have
playing?
got like a fucking 56 game winning streak.
Oh, you're
That's
in your
because they
Mets.
have me on it. I've come
Yeah,
to
Mets are in-
realize that
Mets are in
whenever I
first
put
place.
myself on a team on a video game, like I have like the basketball or like the soccer, whatever. You can create a player and I make them look like me and I give them my name and then I destroy every team that comes my way. It makes me realize that what's missing from all these teams in New York City that they can't win a championship is me.
Do you put your real height and weight in on it too, or do you give yourself?
Hell no,
actuals?
dude. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'd be like 6'3".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Good man, you'd never.
Yeah,
get
if you I don't know, dude. If you have a growth spurt and maybe do some steroids, you can make the league.
Why
You
do
know?
you keep trying to push steroids on me, man?
I'm just saying, you want to go pro, dude. You're not gonna go pro with a body like that, you know? Yeah, you could be a backup bat boy.
You should take steroids. Jesus, you look like a man tomorrow.
Oh, dude, I'm 37. Once I hit 37.
You're femininely flexible.
You're
No,
36.
no, TRT, bro.
36.
Do some. No, 37. I'm gonna wait till I'm 37, maybe 40 actually. I might wait till I'm 40.
You ain't got that long, kid.
And then I'm gonna be like Tristan.
How old are you now? What are you now? 17, 18? What are you now?
I'm a minor, bro. You should have
I
asked
know.
that. You
Wait,
should
Brian.
ask for my consent
Mine's a
before
big,
before
tall
before
minor.
before,
Like in the
before
fifth grade.
recording me, dude.
It's,
You know?
it's his third year in the 5th grade. He's been left back so many times. It's ridiculous.
Got tassels on his bicycle handlebars.
Yeah, and a little bell.
Brian still rides with a banana.
Do the training wheels.
What do
Just
you
got
weigh, Brian?
those off. Usually on a scale.
Methamphetamines on his
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
The
usually
jokes of the comedian.
crystal meth.
Report the answers.
Yo, dude, what was that shit you sent me about some
Oh yeah, dude.
Japanese dude?
Dressing like the border collie.
Yo, some Japanese dude opened up like a place for you to dress up like a dog.
Oh, and they roll over. Is that the guy rolling over?
He does everything like a dog. He spent like mad dough on his dog costume.
Toko, the human collie who lives in
It's Toko.
16,000 dog suit, may be forced to close his human zoo. Oh, what the fuck? With the ads. Look at this.
This is I'll go past the ads.
It's not letting me scroll.
Slam your left nut in the drawer. See if that helps it.
It's below. There you go.
That's a person and
That's the person. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the ad. Other people don't share his interest in pet amorphosis. Toko, the human collie, may have to shutter his bizarre people zoo just months after opening because it has received no bookings. If we do not receive any reservations by Saturday, April 19th, we will close the store. He spent 16 grand on a hyper-realistic collie costume.
That's a dude.
That's the costume.
Ugh.
And look, he's got the New York Post in there.
Now, would you let's
what are
say
you
hold on,
hiring
go
for?
down, go down a second. Hold
What
on.
are you hiring him for?
Let's hold on, go down. Oh, look at that.
You can wear the suit. You can pay
you
you can
can
pay
wear the
$300 to wear the suit.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Now
And
here's a
pretend you're a
question.
dog.
Okay, some hypotheticals for all our people out there.
Oh.
So here's one of them sick-minded. This is how my mind thinks. Hypotheticals
It's weird.
for the fellas.
Good Lord.
Okay, I mean even the chicks, I guess. If your mate was into that shit and all they wanted to do was stay in that suit. You know what I'm saying?
For what?
They only come out of that suit to bang you.
Like when we go to Lidl, I gotta walk you in the cart.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, like most people wouldn't even be able to tell. I mean, it looks like a regular dog.
Nah.
Dude, what about peeing, bro? Peeing? How are you? Are you peeing?
But
Are you peeing like a dog?
They play Fortnite. They cook.
No.
They just do it all with the dog suit on. Would you be able to deal with that dog?
I don't know. No, dog.
No, you wouldn't be able to deal with it.
No
you come
way,
home,
bro.
She comes home, your lady. What if they were like gorgeous? Like, what if the chick was gorgeous? I mean, gorgeous. And then you come home and she's in the dog suit, coming up to the door, and then she like puts her nose on your crotch and in your butt. You know, waits for you to pet her.
I feel like
you say no, gorgeous. Like let's say it was Roseanne Barr. No, that's who you expect. You expect the Roseanne Barr.
Hillary Clinton.
It was the girl from American Pie.
Which one?
The one. I mean, which one? The one that he wanted to bang. That he.
I know.
The Russian chick.
What the fuck she is? What is her? She wears a outfit of a dog.
It don't affect me.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're like, well, you know.
I mean, I ain't gotta wear.
So Lidl,
he
wears the
costume on.
Every now and then you do.
No, I'm good.
Every once in a while you got to keep the costume on.
I think all the time, dude. I mean, if it's me, it's all the time. You know.
You keep the costume on all the time.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, I'm getting one too, bro. You know.
You will get one too.
Yeah, I mean,
then
come
you start having sex in the park.
Yes, dude. Yeah, all over the place.
And kids will be like, Mommy, what are those two dogs doing? And you be like, yo, see, that's the thing. Like, if you're into that and you find someone else into that and you both get those two dog outfits, would you try to have sex?
Yeah, but dude, it's definitely two dudes, bro. You're never going to find it. There's no way. It's definitely two dudes, bro. It's definitely two dudes.
It doesn't matter what the costume says, male or female. It's male, right? King Handel says Brian is a drag queen.
Yeah.
No, Dennis says, Dennis Colgan. Dennis, what's up,
Dennis?
Baby? If they are covering all costs and nobody finds out, a firm maybe. No, but I'm saying, like, would you date a chick that was her shit, but she's gorgeous? She's a straight up dime. Bro says, as long as I get a little something, something, I'm good. Well, here's the thing. Like, you sit down with no shoes, they'll lick your feet. Like, they just do dog shit. They'll lick your feet.
Steal your fucking dinner off the table.
You know, you put some peanut butter on your nipples. They'll just automatically start licking your nipples.
Oh, they do that?
Living room, could I hit her with a newspaper?
That's the thing. Every now and then, like, you got to walk them. Like, you got to walk her. She takes a dump right outside. You got to walk her. You know, King Handel says, nah, that furry fetish is where I draw the line. Yeah, but King Handels, who is the hottest chick you ever saw, like, on TV? Who would you put in the top 10? Her. That's the chick that, you know, and here's the thing. Weekends, that's it. From Friday to Sunday, they a dog from Friday to Sunday. Every other day of the week, they're good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Although Thursday night, they sleep in the outfit after 11. So if you want to bang them without the outfit, you got to do that shit before 11. But after 11, they're in the outfit. They sleep in the outfit to start the day right.
You got to give them a bath,
Friday,
too.
Saturday, Sunday, you're out. I think you're full of shit.
Yeah.
I think you're full of shit. I think you're full of shit, dog. I think if it was that wrestling chick that you like, and then she be a pit bull too. So she be in the pit bull outfit. Or like a great, she'd be like in the what's the ones that save you with alcohol?
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard. She'd be like a Saint Bernard, that bitch. She big. But I think if she did that, you'd be with it. And you gotta take her shopping. If you go out, she's going with you. You can't leave her home by the window like. You got to take her with you.
I get a hot chick that I don't need to have dressed up like a goddamn.
Nah, hold on. Let's see. Treat it like doggy daycare. Gary, if you put it that way. I'm saying exactly. Like.
Wow, he rolled over.
And listen, this is for chicks too. You know, like if you had some, Antonio Bandejo motherfucker that was willing, you know, like He's hot,
You think chicks are still listening?
but he gets into the. It might be one dude. Why do you always gotta? You never know who's listening. Why you always think who you know? You don't know the answers, Sway. You don't know the answers.
You don't.
I'm just saying, man. I think if it was a really hot chick, you put up with it. I put up with it. Think I give a fuck if my lady want to fucking curl up on my feet from Friday to Saturday?
I think you would care, dude, big time,
I don't give
bro.
a fuck, son.
You care.
Box or no? That's a cat. Okay.
No, that's a cat. You gotta take her for a walk.
Oh,
See, that's where it gets creepy. Like you gotta take her for a
I
walk.
gotta pick that. I need a big shovel.
You know, King Handel says Taylor Rooks is getting put through the mattress. I'll dress a Scooby Doo. I don't give a fuck. Who is Taylor Rooks? Let's see who Taylor Rooks is. Yeah, I want to see who that is. Like zoinks, I'm gonna bang you from behind, Scoob. You know who's hot?
Daphne.
Yeah, Daphne.
Daphne.
Oh, you know she'd be one of those French poodle type shits, man. You know that she'd be one of the ones where like you shave everything else but leave the little furry shit on the top. That's what she would be. You know, straight up, real deal. You're looking at French poodle right there.
I'm just not into it, man.
You know, that's because you're not into Taylor Rooks. I'm telling you, who's that wrestler? Who's that wrestler? Michelle. See, Michelle's here.
She ain't getting no.
What did Michelle say? What did Michelle say?
That baby is crying all night.
Hi, Brian, Gary, and Buddha. Love and miss you all.
Cute. Look at that little kid.
Love you too. What is that? 10 months? Little one's 10 months now.
Wait, that's been 10 months.
Yep.
Oh
Yes.
my God, we're getting old by the months.
Dude, you getting old, man. I don't get old because I don't confine myself to the time constrictions that man tries to put upon me. That's why I never sing happy birthday, dude. That shit is a connotation, man. They fucking hexing you.
In connotation.
You're looking too much into it, bro. Relax. They're just trying to have cake.
No, man. No, man.
It's
See,
not.
that's where they get you, son.
Bro, you make
That's
whatever
where
you
they
want.
get you. That's why, like, even
I go to Dollar Tree and get my candles. I don't pay full price.
fuck around and find out, son. That's why, like, you watch shit like what's King in ha ha ha. Y'all just reminded me of Richard Pryor talking like a baby when he was at the Playboy Mansion, and some chick said she loved that bit.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. You don't know Richard Pryor?
I don't know that bit. I don't know.
But obviously, it was a bit.
But yo,
But it was
gonna
a
reference something that
Just
nobody
because
in the
you
room
don't
knows.
know, he knows it.
Read the room, sir.
I know it.
Nobody knows the reference. You
Yo,
don't know
Buddha,
the reference.
Buddha's done with me being
Explain-
nice to him, man, because he's
explain
on
the
here all the
reference.
time now. Now he's a regular dude, like, go in the refrigerator yourself. Michelle says
I'm the difference
Jelena
whether
will
you
be
eat well
11.
or not. That's-
Jelani will be 11 months tomorrow.
God bless.
How is your daughter doing? When is she due? My daughter's not having a child, mama. That's my son that's having the baby with his lady. My daughter-in-law,
June, right?
soon to be daughter-in-law. He popped the question. Big up to him and her.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that deserved the man.
Yes.
I mean, I don't
no,
expect
sorry.
everybody
No, I
else to
did. I
celebrate.
was actually surprised. I thought he just got the ring. He did it
Battery
already.
died in the mouth.
He popped the question.
The battery died in the mouth.
Yeah, he's gonna make an honest woman of her. He's gonna make an honest woman of her. Back in my day,
That would be cool.
everyone got high on horse semen.
That right there, that's how I married my
They
sister.
used to
That's
sniff it.
That's a shot
from a
dog
brown
bacon if I
paper
ever
bag.
did
You guys are doing it again.
It was
dude.
called glazing.
You guys gotta stop drinking.
I don't know if you know that, Gary.
Why am I racist? What do you
This is.
I hear craziness coming out your ass. That's what's I hear.
Since when is crazy racist, man?
Continue. I'll watch. You'll see. You're getting
Brian, what are you doing?
Dude, you guys need to stop drinking on the show.
Do we have any comments? Are there anybody in the comments section? Listen, man.
This is the best time you've ever had. You've
Brian.
been giggling like a girl since I met you.
Brian,
Brian.
I love you. I love you, Brian. You're the best ever.
Dude, no one hears what you're saying. It's all coming through
I think you guys.
Take the microphone out your mouth.
I think you both have drinking problems.
Dude,
And if you want to get
You're developing. You're developing a drinking problem, both of you.
no need to apologize. Brian,
No
when you
worries,
get
Michelle,
close to the
no
mic like that, It's staticky and poppy,
Oh.
and nobody hears what you're saying. And I want
sorry.
everyone to hear
Okay.
the nonsense that's coming out of your mouth.
All right.
So please,
Can I say?
back
Can I say
up.
it now?
That's not your gay lover.
Can I say it now? Can I talk?
Look, he's double-handed.
Yes,
You
yeah,
both
I
have
know.
a.
It reminds me of
problem.
Michael, now Michelle. Did you know he lost Michael
you guys have
to Obama?
a real drinking problem. It's every day for both of you. I know it is. And I know you think by
When the
living
last time we
together
did a
that you
shot?
guys, you don't have
The
to.
last time we did a shot, the last show, that's a drinking problem.
No, you know what it is? He
So
wants
Google
us.
the word problem.
He wants us to have a drinking problem.
Gaslighting us, right?
No, he wants us to have a drinking problem because he wishes bad things upon us.
I love you. I love you guys.
I love you. You're my friend. And then what they do is they wish bad things on you. They want you to do good, but
We're
not
off
better
tonight.
than
We
them.
don't have to do anything.
I'll pray
Yes,
for you.
fucking
I'll pray.
day
I'll
off.
I'll
And
pray.
listen,
I'll
guys,
pray
you
for
have
both
to
of you.
like, subscribe, smash the like button, throw in some comments, say hello. Tito's straight. Not straight. I chased it with some coffee. No.
Oh,
man, they
jeez,
don't support
dude.
this podcast. I don't give no props to nobody who don't give me no motherfucking money on the motherfucking podcast. Fuck motherfucking Dunkin'. Yo, I think the Dunkin' bias is racist.
Yo, dude, I think so too, bro. Would
Yes,
you?
you know what I noticed?
Did you try paying with change again?
No, here's the
They
thing. I
looked
don't
at you
think they're
dirty.
racist to everybody who comes, right? Here's the thing. You know what I noticed? I go there on a Monday, all Spanish people.
Mm.
Tuesday, all white people. Wednesday, all black people. And then it goes in that
What, the
cycle.
customers or the workers?
The workers. And that's the cycle. 3 days. It's always all Spanish, all white, all black. He's either racist or he's a fucking genius because he knows that people of the same culture get along better. Michelle says, whoa, hold up. Why is Gary and Buddha living together? Because one night I got too drunk and I fucked him in his ass. And now I'm in a relationship again. I didn't even mean it to happen.
Where you been, Michelle?
That puke later. That's puke later. That's puke later.
I don't know.
That's puke later.
It could mean anything.
I don't
talks
know.
in code a lot.
I know.
Mm.
I don't know. Everyone thinks
That
I'm
could be
drunk.
lottery
I had
numbers
fucking-
for all
I
I
had 2 fucking shots, man. Give me a break. I have a high tolerance for fucking alcohol.
She
That's
said
what gets
that
me through my low
You're
tolerance
gonna
of
throw
pain.
up later, I guess.
Not at all. I had 2 fucking shots. Why would I throw up? Come on, man. Listen, I'm 54. Yo, my blackout days are over. Well, not blackout, but like, you know what I mean.
You know, now that I look more like if I look at that Lenny Bruce
Don't.
picture in the
Don't. What, he
video-
looks black?
No, he looks like Candyman.
Who's black?
Is he?
What you think Candyman was? Asian?
I didn't want to discuss race. I just was mentioning it.
Ideals.
It's a kind of cool poster of Candyman that you had.
Be my victim. Brian, what are you doing?
Maybe Lenny Bruce is black.
Yo, you ever do that shit? Because he talked about
He's
Candyman,
Sicilian.
right? You talked about Candyman. You ever do that? I feel like you did it. You ever do that like Bloody Mary shit?
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
You
No,
done it,
dude.
right?
Yeah,
Did you see anything?
nothing.
Nothing?
Never.
Do that. Yeah, obviously.
What do you
know,
mean, obviously?
I'm not.
Have you done it?
You conjuring witchcraft, bro? No, I haven't done it. No, dude.
I haven't done
No,
that. I
bro.
never
I don't
did
even
it.
watch. I don't even watch those kinds of movies, bro. I think horror movies are weird.
Not that
Don't
it
watch.
gets tight.
Mm-mm, not
afraid
into
of
it. That's that
movies?
satanic shit, bro.
No one to hold you.
Yeah.
I
Mm-mm.
like horror movies.
No.
No, I watch them. That don't mean I like them. I like every now and then to put myself in
You
positions
watch
where
my
I'm not
stand-up. Does that
necessarily
mean you
covered.
don't like it?
No, I like your stand up.
Oh, all right.
Not every night, but some nights are better than
Every
others.
night you better.
Some nights are better than others. Same thing with me. No, never mind. I'm fucking funny all the time. Look, everything I say is funny. How it hits your ears is your fault.
Yeah, well,
I can't be blamed for how you hear things.
I can't be blamed for how it's heard.
Exactly.
Speak better.
That's what I say.
Be funnier.
That's
heard
what
you.
I say.
I know.
I want to give a big rated G to Medleaf, man. They're cool. They be having these sales for like $30. You get yourself like fucking 8 for fucking. Michelle
don't
says,
know.
so spill the tea. Inquiring board, unemployed minds want to know what happened. What happened is that not enough people came out to see the shows during the winter. I was about to be evicted again, but I'm learning to move quicker. So before they could evict me, Buddha allowed me to move in. And then 2 weeks living here, I fell on the steps, almost died, broke my toe. it's healing right now, and we're in my studio that Buddha hooked up for me, man. Well, I hooked up the studio, but he gave me the spot because he's a good guy, and he let Mama move in too. And seeing him and Mama together are amazing. She's so little, he's so medium size.
I think we might have to get him a hoodie.
You know,
he might need a hoodie.
So that's what's going on, you know. But right now things are looking good, you know. Like right now the shows have been doing good. Summer's coming, blah 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 blah. So you know,
I think spring has officially sprung. I don't think we're gonna have any more cold days. I think that cold day we had like 2 or 3 days ago.
You're a fucking fool.
No, I know the weather. I have thin bones, you know, so I can feel it. You know, I'm out there.
Feel it coming.
The grass talks to me. It tells me no more cold.
Hate that song. Yeah, they say it's about some dude, right? That he saw his boy drowning, and Phil Collins saw that he didn't help him, so he wrote the song, and then invited that dude to a show, and like.
Why didn't Phil Collins help him?
Why didn't Phil help him?
Yeah, why didn't Phil help him, dude?
Exactly. Go fuck yourself,
you wrote a song about watching somebody else not help somebody when they died?
Exactly. He filmed it on his phone so he could remember. The fuck out of here. Michelle says, "Wow, sorry you went through that, Gary. Glad you are healing. That Buddha is one of the best."
They're masking the pain right now. They're not healing.
No, we have a good time,
man. And shit has been. I ain't gonna lie, it's been cool, man. You know.
His room's cooler than mine.
Buddha's easy to get along with, man. You know.
Well, of course.
And he's good people. My biggest fear was that Mama's a puker. You know, and he has a lot of carpets and shit.
You're kind of a puker though too, aren't you?
Mama's gonna be throwing up, but she'd be puking, and he's like, "Mama threw up."
I just leave notes.
You know, you leave me a note, clean it up, which I'm like, dude, that's no, dude, it's my job to clean my cat's puke. But the fact that his attitude, the fact that his attitude is just like, "Oh, Mama puke, dude, go clean that up." You know, that's cool. Oh shit, Samuel's in the house. I guess you just popped on, dog. We been here for a minute.
What up? Love you, bro.
Bang bang.
Yeah, man. So like, it's been cool, man. I can't say that it's been fucked up. It's better than I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. Like, I didn't think I was gonna feel homey, but it is. He gave me like I said, this is like an apartment. Look at that. We chilling in an apartment in the apartment. Bro says I smell a lawsuit. You know what happened? Somebody right after I fell, which I think that might have been a setup somehow. Right after I fell, someone sent me a thing saying they're doing a show for like one of those you know, judge reality shits. And they're like, if you want to sue a friend or a relative, hit us up. And I was telling Buddha I should sue him and go on the show.
Sue Buddha?
You know? Nah, I said fuck it. It was a great idea. I was high at the time. I said, let's do it. Then I straightened up. And I was like,
my landlord would get wind of it and throw me out.
Nah, it doesn't even matter. It's all bullshit. How was the lighting? No, the lighting's good. I just don't know if they're regulation steps, dude. My foot is only.
Oh, well, that's good.
I'm a size 7.5, and my foot goes past the step.
Well, maybe the landlord. It should be up to code. Is it not up to code?
I'm not gonna do that, bro. See, you know that's white people shit. I'm guessing, bro. You know,
it's not. It's not white people shit.
The thing.
It's not.
The surface.
Slip and falls are not white people shit.
The surface was a rug. It was my feet that was dry and slippery. Okay, I got dry ass feet. Okay, you happy? I got dry ass feet. I slipped. I flew for a little while. Any of y'all ever do that? Fuck you. Okay. I'm not gonna sue because I hurt.
I think that was a little I don't think that was a little. I think that was a little racist. You're trying to call. No. You're trying to call lawsuits.
Into a place, hurt yourself while you're robbing them, and then sue the place you were robbing, and win.
No, not at all.
My shoes.
No, you know the kind of person I am. We keep it out of court.
I want to sue.
No judge. Anyway.
I fell down the stairs and I'm very emotionally hurt, sir. And then my shoe fell and hit me in my eye. And I want to sue for brain sprainage.
I sprained my arm.
Dude, you need to do crank calls, bro. The two of you. You should start doing crank calls.
I don't like crank calls.
Oh,
Hello, how are you doing, my friend? You want to come to my house and lick my nutsack and do it very nicely? Yes, come on.
dude, like those crank anchors, bro. You're so funny.
I don't like crank calls. And I know my son,
dude.
you listening right now.
I got mail,
And you
yeah.
listening.
I love
I
them,
know
dude.
you used to crank call
I
me.
got mail, yeah.
And I used to get so fucking pissed.
Oh,
I hate
really?
Crank calls, man. Hate that shit, yo. It's
I used to
stupid.
call a bowling alley and be like, "Yeah, how you doing? I'm come down there with my daughter and do some bowling, but she's like 9. You guys got like 8-pound balls?
Yeah, I got 8-pound balls.
How do you walk with that?" And they go,
Come on down. I'll do a thing on you. Click.
it would get so mad.
Nah, I
Come
think
on
that shit's
down.
I know it is. I was
Do it.
11 and a half when I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren's out. Gotta go. Adios, Lauren. Deuces.
Where you going, man? Where you going?
Hey, Gary, now you're right. Gotta watch those Italians.
Oh, come
tell you
on.
something.
With the
Hey, I'm
hard
looking over my
eye.
tally.
Gary has gained 2.5 pounds since he met me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? His flow is normal again.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. That is true.
I'm a piss.
You put some weight on?
No, I ain't put on no weight, but my shits have been
I
healthy
made that-
like a motherfucker.
I made a spicy
Oh.
meatball.
They've been solid. You got some solid
Yeah.
shits going on?
Potato salad. I stopped painting the bowl, man. I'm very proud of
dude,
myself.
that's
I
because
know
you're like,
y'all
dog,
care, 'cause you
dog,
don't care
you just-
about my health.
You just drink coffee.
By the way, if Lauren is trying to figure out the way to Gary's heart, a chocolate chip muffin from Costco cut in half, set to 400 degrees for 5 minutes in an air fryer, spread with butter on a plate.
Oh,
We'll
for
get
breakfast or dinner?
No, that's not true, dog.
That was good.
I'll just be happy. See, the motherfucker be thinking because I'm happy, I'm easy, man. Been a day, gonna relax. Go get your relaxation, mama. You go do that. Get some rest. You deserve it.
Thank you for
You
joining
deserve
the
nothing
show,
but the
as
best
always.
things in life.
It's hard to be me. It's hard to be me.
And I just can't wait to be free.
I like this thing. That is cool.
What?
I like
Yeah, you're
My
Denzel.
black-
You're Denzel Washington.
You know how messed
Well,
up it is? This is how we're perfect friends. I had a remote that he could use.
Oh, I lost. Yeah, I lost
What
my
are the
remote.
chances? You ain't got no friends with remotes out the ass that you could be like, yo, try this one.
It
Dude,
worked. It worked.
No. Here's the thing. I lost my remote. I couldn't find it in the garage, right? So he goes, "Yo, dude, I got remotes. Like, they're not gonna work." He goes, "They work." He gave me a stack, like a stack of remotes, and one of them actually worked.
That's crazy.
Samuel says, "Yes."
Is that the crank calls? He used to crank call you?
Crank call me. He did. He used to crank call me and get me so fucking aggravated. Him and
Dude,
his
that's
ass
fucking
friends.
great, bro.
Thinking it's funny. And you want to know why it wasn't funny?
Yo, I know he's
time,
dying right
I know
now,
at the
bro.
time he was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know at the time he
dude.
was mad at me. It wasn't that he was doing it out of fun.
Yes, dude.
He was doing it out of spite.
Yes,
No,
dude.
I hate that shit, son. I just hate it. I think it's foolish. Calling me up, wasting your time.
Oh, dude, I'm about to start doing it to you now. Just in the
Nah, but
middle of
here's
the
the
day,
thing.
I'll just put
Now,
my.
now you can't do it. If I don't see your number, I'm not picking up.
We're in the woods. If we're in a bad spot, we ain't even.
But back in those days, you picked up. And
Yeah,
he'd
that's
be
true.
prank calling. I get mad too. I'm like, I know this fucking hell. I would lose it. And I know he would do that shit. Yeah, I try to get mad. I hate that shit, son. I hate prank calls, man.
You know what I used to
Fuck
do?
you.
We used to
Oh,
call
dude.
Fuck you.
We used to call the phone outside
Yeah.
ShopRite.
See,
you know, like,
kids, this is why bullying's
people would pick
bad.
up the phone
When you
and
get
we would
bullied
just
as a
talk
kid,
about it. They would
this is
just-
what
we would
happens.
record it.
What are you saying, Brian?
So when you get bullied as a kid, the crank calls, you're gonna set you over the edge.
Yeah,
You
know
gotta
I was
relax,
bullied.
G. You're
know I
too
was
tense.
But you know what? Both of my
You're
high,
too
my
tense.
school, my like
You hung up on some phone calls
Back
from
up
the early
the mic, dog.
2000s.
Listen, I don't know how long it's been since you've seen your gay lover Tyrone, but that's not his
Dude,
dick.
you guys keep talking over
We're gonna have
me.
to paint it white so you
You
stay
need to
away
wear
from it.
headphones so you can hear me.
No,
so I
we
don't have to
hear
shout-
you. You're
shout into
cranking
it.
all over. You're
Well, then
cracking.
you just
That's
keep
the problem.
talking.
You're cranking. I'm trying to tell you to relax so I can. I
All
want to
right.
hear what you're saying, brother. Go ahead.
No, now I don't want to say it. No, now I'm done. Because when I want to say something, you talk over me. But then you're like, oh, I want to hear you. Please
heard
talk
you.
to me.
You know what? If you watched back the episode, you would see that I was actually doing you a favor. That I didn't want you cracking and popping and fucking up everybody's
Oh
ears.
no, I'm sure I started to crack, but what wasn't cracking was what I was saying before, before it started to crack. Do you get you get what I'm saying? I don't even remember what it was now.
No, I thought you said I'm
But I
all
started
right,
talking
Spider.
louder so you guys could hear
I
me.
thought you said I'm good, Spider. I thought you said I'm good, Spider.
Yeah, I said I'm good, Spider.
I thought you said I'm good, Spider. Samuel says decisive with fun. Yes, they were.
I'm sure they were very enjoyable.
Those were the days, my friend.
You got a problem with what I did?
How could you miss it this distance?
Hey, look.
Hmm.
Where is the lime?
I'll dig a hole. Where are the shovels?
So, you guys got any Wanna Bump?
What?
Have you bought any Wanna Bump recently?
What is he saying?
Do you have any wanna bump? He don't know what wanna bump is. Like you trying to tell him to try it because he be driving like all. This is a grinder right here. He be hustling, dog. Yo, he be driving all hours of the night. So I'm like, yo, you should get some of that wanna bump. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of
Have you considered
a lot of that shit, boy. You drive from here to motherfucking Florida.
But if I could avoid heart palpitations, why not?
No, the heart palpitations is good
I
for
hate
you.
people who worry about their hearts. People who worry about their hearts, you know what happens to them? They have fucking heart attacks. You think people don't don't give a like I don't give a fuck about my heart. I haven't had no heart attack. Then again, I'm not doing stupid shit to give me a heart attack. So that might be the reason. But not really. I thought I was gonna die a couple of times. And nowadays having sex is always 50-50, man. I pop a nut, that fucking le petit morte, the little death, that shit could be a big one.
It's getting bigger. I've heard that. I've heard that. The older you get, it gets bigger.
Yeah, man. I be popping and be like, it's not good.
What do you think the oldest somebody's father to child is? Like the oldest. How old do you think somebody has been? Like the oldest father.
100.
The oldest father is what's his name? Robert De Niro.
No, there's older guys than him.
Robert De Niro just had a kid. He's like 90, isn't he? Like 80 something.
There's some guy in India who was 94 when he had his first child.
There you go.
His first child.
And he got his second at 96.
What we are going to do is we are going to do what we have to do.
Yo, his pull-out game.
Come on, girl.
Is toy.
Dude,
that's some tight pull-out game.
Maybe he was just a virgin for a really long time.
When you're having flies, my friend.
Time is fun
you
when
know,
you're having
it is very
flies.
good the way if you wait till you're 91, you don't have to be alive for all the bullshit. You know what I mean? You avoid high school graduations. Yes, very good. Yes.
Time is fly. Time is fly when you're having fun.
Time is fun when you're having flies. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yo, he's a good 90-something,
Yeah,
dog.
Yes, he looks like Popeye.
That's a good 90-something. Yo, you think he got like a big dick? There's some bitch riding that shit. How old was the chick?
Dude, I don't know, bro. That baby's not looking healthy, son.
How old was the chick?
Old
Yo?
enough to be my
Yeah,
great granddaughter, baby.
That baby don't look like it lived.
Half his age. No, it doesn't. He doesn't look alive now, bro. What are you talking about? You know?
Still,
how wrinkly
I
that
mean,
sperm is?
it is
Trying to
it
get-
is a still picture, so it makes sense that it would be still, but it looks a little stillborny.
I heard that when the baby was born, it was 47 years old. Already, yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. That's some old sperm, man. That baby's probably gonna like grow up not remembering anything. It's gonna be like, what was that movie, Palmetto? What was that movie where the dude had to write the shit on himself because he couldn't remember the next day?
Memento.
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 That had eto in it.
What did you say? You said pimento?
What's it called?
Memento.
Memento. That kid's gonna be
pimento.
like, that kid has such old sperm in it, right? Like his DNA is in its 90s, right?
Permanent.
So
It's one word.
it won't remember the next day. Forget about like remembering its childhood.
Forget
That shit
about
ain't
it.
gonna remember yesterday for its whole life. They're gonna have to fucking put shit, write shit all
Bro,
over
it's
that
gonna be
baby.
Born with Alzheimer's.
That baby is basically gonna be a post-it, like a living post-it. They're gonna have to write shit on it just so it remembers, man.
King fries are done. Have you seen my baseball? Franks and beans. Franks and beans.
Yo, That's fucked up. Like I think that's fucked up to use your old sperm to create life. 'Cause you
Oh,
gotta
I'm
think
sure.
about it. Don't-
Dude, I'm
does
sure
your
in that part of
sperm-
India, he's
does
got no
it age
Probably
like
have to
contraceptives.
pull out.
Like, does it age? Yeah, he probably fell asleep in there and just busted a nut. He didn't get to
She's
pull
after
out.
his money. When you're 90 and my age, you have tons
Yo,
of
you gotta
sand.
give that dude props though. He's in his 90s and still fucking
It's crazy.
Wow.
still banging away, son.
They're not using condoms over there.
Hell
He's like
no,
living in front of a
son.
hut, dude.
Dude,
you
they're
know?
not even wiping their ass. That dude don't wipe his ass. He shits while he's fucking.
But don't you dare show me your feet in public. That's
They got a
illegal.
hole. Definitely a hole.
Yeah, he's in it.
How's your
You don't
hole?
think they got a shithole? They definitely have to have a shithole.
Family,
Everyone
how's
has a
your hole?
shithole. It's called the asshole.
Yeah, I know, but asshole
No,
means
you
something
don't
very
know.
different over there. The asshole here is your butthole. The asshole there is the toilet.
Don't they like? Isn't there some places where they just shit in the streets?
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah, dude, San
He said,
Francisco.
yeah, Philly.
San Francisco.
Nah, I love Philly. Big up to Philly. I ain't trying to
Cool.
diss
The
Philly.
Eagles won the Super Bowl parade.
I ain't trying to diss Philly.
They know.
Dude,
they
Philly was dirty.
They know they shit.
Philly's been dirty, dude. Philly's always dirty. Disgusting.
I got chased
you-
by rats in
didn't
Philly.
even
Yeah,
have
like even
COVID in
before,
Philly.
like, you know, New
even
York's
have
always
COVID.
nasty, but like San Francisco and LA weren't always dumps. You know, they're newer cities. Philly's been dirty.
I heard San Francisco's a lot nicer since you left.
Yeah, probably. It's probably a couple less shits on the street
If
now.
you drop anything, just leave it.
I heard there's no shit found on doorsteps anymore since you left. I'm not saying
think-
you did it. I'm just saying that the stopping of it and you leaving coincide.
Oh, where did you read that at?
What happened?
Where did you read that at?
I didn't read it. An autistic kid told me that, so it's got to be true.
Wapping.
Wapping?
He's
Yeah.
got words like one wapping,
I've learned that.
wapping, wapping,
I've
wapping.
learned that if somebody autistic tells you something,
Artistic.
autistic.
Why, dude? Jesus, son. Hit the mute button, dog. Don't cough right in the mic.
Is that die already? What
Come
do you-
on.
Jesus Christ! I get this cool room.
Oh, finally.
Saturday Night Live.
What is this? The first episode of Saturday Night Live?
What was I saying? I've learned that if somebody tells you something and they're autistic, you should believe it.
No,
Yeah, no, they know shit.
I mean, have you worked here long enough to know that's
Who's
not true?
autistic? No one.
Not anymore, but
See,
we got rid of the tires. We
They
changed.
s-
We changed tires. We now have.
they say they're autistic, but I think they're just
We now
dumb.
have Firestone.
See, there's a thin line between like crazy and lazy. There's a thin line between autistic and just plain old dumb. Like, what's the matter? No one could be dumb anymore.
Yo, we went from getting tires from Bridgestone to
You know what I'm
to
saying?
Dick's.
Like, why does every dumb person need to have like a reason other than
I think
the
they're
fact
just saying
that
it to
they're
make
dumb?
themselves feel better about themselves.
It's all excuses, dog. I'm telling you, you watch Love on the Spectrum. You think those motherfuckers don't know? They picky as fuck.
Love
also-
on the spectrum.
It's also
it's not
billable, too.
What? He
It's
was
also
yelling in my ear.
billable.
What would you say?
Yeah, I know, dude. That's why you can't hear me.
I know. What was you saying?
It's billable.
What's billable?
It's billable. Like if you have some disorder, you can. It's chargeable. They can sell you shit.
Oh, like you can't
You know what I
make
mean?
money off dumb.
Right, bro. Yeah, but
I
if you
think you can, right? You can make
but you
money
can't
off
get
dumb.
prescribed a medicine for being fucking stupid.
They created a pet rock and
Yeah,
people bought it.
but dude, that's not fucking Adderall.
Chia pet.
No, but it is dumb.
Chia pet.
Right, but what you're talking about is like ADHD, right? Like
Oh, you're
like stuff
saying
like that.
They're not going to give you a drug for dumb.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying,
don't
dude. It's
want
just
to give you a drug to make you smarter.
no, they want one to get you to work more.
To be dumber, to be more complacent and
Well,
compliant.
it's not necessarily. Well, now you're talking about two different kinds of dumb.
Well, what kind of dumb are you talking about? The dirt?
Well, the dumb you were talking about before. The dumb you're talking about before is like autistic dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying autistic. Well, I mean, I guess they're the but I mean, I know.
Well, you're talking about people who are making stuff up. Yeah, those are the people you give them some Adderall.
A lot of them are just rude.
They'll get to work.
I watch that shit. And I go, this person, right? If we took away the autism, they'd just be a dick. Like there's nothing. They have a job. You know what I'm saying? They have a job. They live life. They change their own fucking diapers. And they're just rude. You know, like they're just blatantly rude.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it autism. I mean, I don't know. What do I know, man? I'm not trying to diss anybody, you know.
I think you are, dude. Yeah, I think you
I'm
definitely
not
are.
You
are. Yeah, you are.
Nah, I'm not. Listen,
you're calling autistic people just rude.
There's a couple of them I like. There was a couple of them on the show, like the one that reminded you of your ex. She's cool. I want her to find love.
Under the bus. You know, sometimes I don't fit under the bus, Brian.
You got to get on it, on the bus.
I don't want to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Because you guys are babies.
But no, I'm sorry. I just couldn't hear. See, I knew he felt the way.
No, I'm good.
It's like I always got to deal with emotions.
Well, dude, you guys, you know.
I got to remember that they don't make people like me anymore. They broke the mold over my head when they made me.
They lost the mold.
Yeah, they broke it.
They can't find it.
No. But people like Brian, they're a dime a dozen.
They threw it in the trash.
I'm not a dime a dozen.
No, I said people like Brian. Yeah, I love you, Brian. But if you were to like pass away tomorrow, I'd find another you in about 2 weeks. I'm only playing. That's fucked
so
up.
horrible.
No, I'd never find another you, Brian. You know what the chances are?
Like
16%.
7 out of 10.
16% is the chances. Okay? Out of 1 million people, the chances of me finding another you, Brian, are almost, like, how many people? What's the chances? 16%. That's what it is.
Remember you were saying earlier in the episode how you're always funny? It's definitely not true.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, you said it. Yeah, we could rewind back the tape.
Oh, today I said it.
We got
you said it. You said it today. Yeah, you said it.
I did say it. I did say it. Everything I say is funny.
Yeah.
How you hear it is not my fault.
I don't think anybody was laughing.
Not my fault. See, Buddha will tell you, how many times do you see me walking around the house laughing to myself? I'll say something, I just start laughing to myself. He agrees. Yo, it's so quiet. Like a real silence, man. I never had this in Atlantic City. There was never a moment of just, look, listen.
Bugs.
It's awesome. I drove the other day. The other day I drove, dude, from here to the show. The day that you was the Easter day. You went to your mom's.
Sunday.
Dude, I didn't put the radio on or nothing. I just drove in silence.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's peaceful. My radio's broke in my car.
It was crazy, dog.
My radio, like I got like a short that I just haven't gotten around to fixing.
Oh.
So I either will wear headphones just until I fix it, or just nothing. It's really nice.
Car, don't you?
No, it's a Toyota. It's just an older Toyota. Yeah, old Toyota.
No radio.
That sucks.
But no radio?
Yeah.
Get like
but I mean, well, no. I really just need to take it in and get like some electrical stuff fixed because it's just an electrical issue. There's nothing wrong with the car, but I just put the headphones in. Whatever. It's ghetto, but it works. No,
so you drive around with headphones in your hands?
Yeah, Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth headphones.
You look like a fucking.
Aren't you? Can you hear emergency situations?
No.
Yeah, but bro, if you have the speakers blasting, you're not going to hear anything either. You're going to see it. You're going to see the lights flashing, or a horn. I can hear horns.
I mean, I used to do that with my bike. I used to wear headphones and ride through the streets with my bike, blaring too. Couldn't hear anything.
Dude, I
would ride from.
Do that at the gym.
Like I would take crazy rides. I've done on everything, bridges, go on everything with the bike. I didn't give a shit.
I started when I'm driving home through the city.
Little sections of the highway.
there's somebody riding a bike the wrong way on the one ways, I give them a little fake.
Oh,
check.
you're that dick?
Why?
Yeah.
would you
Bro,
do that?
riding a bike, rush hour, one way.
Yes. Yes.
You're gonna ride a bike down the
personally-
wrong way on the street.
Well, this
Fuck
might
you.
upset you. This
Fuck
might
you.
upset you. You
Yeah.
want to hear something? I think you should drive against traffic when you're on a bike.
Not in Manhattan.
I don't give a fuck where you are. I
Not
want
in
to
Manhattan,
see.
dude.
Me personally,
Yeah, but hit
I
and
always
run,
go.
hit and
I
run.
always
Not in
go.
Manhattan.
Well, in
dude.
Manhattan, you can't do it anymore because now they got those lanes. But before they had those lanes,
Yeah, not
I
dude, not
always went against traffic.
not on fucking
always.
96th Street or 97th Street.
Anywhere against traffic because then I can see what's coming at me. I don't want to fucking trust you behind me to not run me over. I want to fucking see you coming. I'll stay on this side. I see you. I'll stay.
I'm
out
with
of your
you.
way.
If I'm out like where you guys are, like in the if you're out in the suburbs, like with my parents' house where they live,
Dude.
100%. I think
dude.
that's the way to go.
Okay.
Not Manhattan.
I rode a bike for about 40 years in New York City, and I rode a bike for 1 year in Atlantic City, where, by the way, they let you ride on the sidewalks. Ridiculous. But
Well, it's because there's
either
no one
way-
walking around.
either way, I always go against traffic
It's dangerous
because then
in
I
Atlantic
can
City, isn't
see.
it?
I want to see what's coming at me.
They're like
You know what I'm saying? Like,
soccer.
I'm on the side. I'm not on
Mm.
traffic. Nobody complains if I was walking against traffic.
I
I
would
don't trust
also
the person behind me
also
to not hit me. So I'm gonna go against traffic.
someone walking in the street is a problem. Period.
No, but I'm just saying, if they were walking against the sides of the car against traffic, you
That's
know,
fine.
I go against traffic. I want to see the traffic. It's just
Yeah,
me,
I'm-
maybe. I don't know, but I think that bikes should go against traffic. You know, because then you could see me. You could see me if you're opening your door. You know, you parked. What happens to bike dudes? They open the door, you run into their fucking bike, right? The bike runs into the door. But if you're opening your door and you see me coming at you, you'll wait. Let me pass, open the door. I figure it makes sense on every level. And I don't. Do we have any comments
Except
of
tur-
anybody
except
disagreeing with
turning.
me? Because I honestly don't think I'm wrong on that
No.
one. It's a dumb comment, but I mean, I don't think I'm wrong on that. I think against the traffic is the way to go, personally.
No one's commenting and agreeing with you.
That's all right. That don't make me wrong.
No, I'm just answering the question.
driving in Atlantic City scary. Forget a ride on a bike. Oh my god.
You
I'm
should
never
be
getting on
allowed
a
to run
bicycle
people
again.
over. In Atlantic City, you should be allowed to run people over because they literally jump in front of you.
Oh yeah, it's like,
Dude, they do, bro. Down there is crazy.
On the
dog.
rage code.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't,
just-
and they be all in black. They be running out all in black, just jetting in front of the car.
Anybody,
No problem.
anybody see any good movies lately? We haven't.
Oh my god, we watched this movie last night, dog. Fucking
so bad.
Harder They Fall, which is like a black cowboy movie.
Mhm.
Horrible. First of all, the music was Jamaican.
Were they in Jamaica?
No, it was a cowboy movie.
It took place in like the 1800s.
It took
think
place in the
there's- I don't think-
1800s.
I don't
You
think there
remember
was
when
a
they had
ton
all
of
those black towns with
When
black
was reggae even invented?
with black lawmen and black mayors? Remember that back in the 1800s? It
No.
was just a horrible.
No,
fucking
no,
movie.
no. I don't remember that.
It was so bad, yo.
It was rough.
And they made a big thing about it on Netflix, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, the first scene had me like, "Oh, Buddha's gonna like this movie. I'm not gonna watch it. I'll wait and I'll watch it with Buddha." And the shit sucked. Had I watched it alone, I would have known it sucked. I would have stopped
Better Man
watching
was
it.
better.
Better Man was good. You ever seen that shit?
Mm-mm.
The one like it's like a rockumentary,
The guy sees himself.
but the dude's a
weird, I
monkey.
guess, right?
Through the whole shit, he's a monkey.
No, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but it's not that he's a monkey, is that that's how he feels. He feels different than everybody else. So they show him as a monkey. The fucking the graphics on that shit are insane.
Mm.
Insane. I would say to watch that one. I give it a thumbs up.
I give it 2 snaps and a twist and a kiss.
Michelle says, I agree to running people over in AC. They're like New Yorkers walking slow as hell when I have the green light. Yes, no doubt. We should be allowed. I mean, you got cameras. You could see. You know, you can see if they were walking against. I'm not saying run them over if they're walking with the light, but once that light pops, you know, you should be able to fucking pop them. I'm
If you're
sorry.
in the middle of the street and you're trying, I got you. But don't slow down.
No,
halfway
these
through, and
motherfuckers
it's-
just
Yeah, I know.
they walk and they don't care, yo. It's like they don't get. Well, I realize it's a no lose situation. You're either gonna get across the street, which is where you were headed, or you're gonna get hit by a
'Cause you know-
car.
yeah, and then you gotta call
And then
top dog.
Yeah, you're either gonna sue, and if you live, you sue, and if you don't live, you still get out of AC.
I would call
It's a
Top
no
Dog
lose.
if it was me.
What?
Top Dog. You got to call Top Dog.
Who's top dog?
The
They
lawyer.
ran me over in the middle of the street.
Gotta
They
call,
hit my dog, man. Look, my dog.
gotta call Top Dog.
Is
My
that a-
legs all busted open.
Is that an old commercial?
Top dog will get you money fast. Look at your leg is busted and your dog is bleeding all over the body.
Call Top Dog.
I don't know what you just said.
Top dog's a lawyer.
I'll be
Top
right
dog's like a lawyer on the radio, and it's like the most obnoxious commercials you'll ever hear in your life.
They have him in Philly and New York.
Yeah,
Top
it's
dog.
horrible.
Why?
But that's you ever saw? You've never heard the one where the dog got run over? They ran over my dog, man. It's dead. It ain't alive. It's dead. It ain't coming back.
Doug, there's no way that's a real commercial.
I swear, I'm not making it up. There's one. You got to be able to find it on YouTube so people know what we're talking about. It's the most exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you woke up this morning, you were fine, then you fell. Now you're all messed up. Oh man. You're laying in the street, legs all broken. What you gonna do? You gonna call Top Dog?
Oh, hold on. I don't have that one, but I have another one.
It's not Top Dog, or
Yeah, hold on. Let's do another one.
Dog sitting back reminiscing.
It's the new one. I love it.
Me and Top Dog sitting back reminiscing. I'm like, remember that time Geico ain't want to give you the money? You hung up on him and said, "I see you in court." Then you got to court and you bit him.
here it is. You never heard these?
You remember that? They almost made it. Any accident, big or small, life or death, you make the call. Top Dog Law.
Oh, yes.
Never heard it.
Now what? You
Now
laying in the
what?
street. Your dog got hit by a car. Your dog's dead. Now what? Your legs all busted. Trying to crawl to the curb.
Yo, did y'all hear about the chick who got busted for sleeping with her fucking what's that dog? That little dog, the Chihuahua?
Ugh, no. Why are people banging animals?
A Chihuahua.
Can't you go on a dating app?
Dude, look that shit up.
What did you
It's
say?
like some just with woman gets busted sleeping with Chihuahua. I guarantee you it pops up. It just happened the other
I
day.
don't want to see it.
Now they're not gonna show you it, but I'm just saying, like,
Quiero Taco Bell.
if we're doing news, right? We just did the news about the fucking dude who dresses like dogs and he's closing his business because for some reason he's surprised to know that people ain't gonna keep going there to dress up like dogs, even though they said when they first opened up he got a lot of business. So, but you know, it dies down. I think it's one of those things you got to do once, and then you realize you're an idiot.
Ugh.
You know, you sit there going, I'd love to be a dog. I'd love to be a dog. It sounds sexy. Then you go there, you do it once, and you go, I'm an asshole. I don't know why I ever did that. Yeah, there you go. Chihuahua says they're my world as she's released. Women who film sex with Chihuahua says they're my world. That's a whole different story right there, right? You saw how different that was when I said Chihuahua says, other than women says, Chihuahua says. All right, let's see what it says right there. It says a sick that's right. She posted the video online. A sick influencer who had sex with a Chihuahua. And I will say, this one happy Chihuahua said her dogs are my world and that she is back on the streets. Logan Gumaniski. Logan Gumaniski. Not the worst looking chick I've ever seen. Who calls
a little methy. I'm not gonna lie.
She got a little meth look to her, but what you expect, dude? She fucks Chihuahuas and posts online. But she has to look like one time she did look good. And if she can get off that meth, who knows? Maybe once
Maybe her and that Chihuahua can get back together. She gets clean.
Maybe we can get back together if she gets off that meth and starts fucking the chihuahua. All right, a sick influencer who had sex with the chihuahua said her dogs are my world. Her world, not mine. As she is back. Can you stop moving that? That's distracting. As she is back on the streets, Logan Gumaniski, who calls himself a dog mum, so obviously British, was arrested on March 21st.
This is a British tabloid that you're referencing. That's where the article came from. No, it is. That was the only one I could find with it.
How do I know? I don't know. I'm just reading it.
No.
With sexual activity involving an animal and filming sexual activity involving an animal. Wow. Her participating in the disgusting act with the abused animal.
She's a content creator.
Now, yeah. Gumaniski. Sounds like a dog fucking name.
That's a better photo.
Oh, there's the chihuahua. Look, it looks relaxed. Right? Like it's relaxed.
I think he's smoking a cigarette.
Imagine you see the chihuahua with a big stogie, a long British one.
I have a question.
What?
How many clicks did it get?
Not a lot. She only had like 300 and something followers. I think they say it in the interview.
Because if she got a lot of clicks,
she sold the clip for $500.
How many?
$500.
She made 500 on it.
Yeah. Dude.
So she made 500.
Yeah. Well, per person.
Did you guys ever figure out that money that guy sent you last week?
Oh, I don't know. Did you ever figure out the dough from? I don't know. We could talk about that.
We're talking. Yeah. Off air.
Yeah,
Off air.
That's not a conversation.
Money
Hey.
Donations are cool. Thank you.
To listen. Oh, you're talking about sending money to the show? Yeah, you can. You can. Somebody last episode donated 50 subscriptions.
Oh yeah, and I think some of them are probably still there. So if you want a free subscription, I would double check that subscription because somebody donated 15. Yeah, is that chick somebody's mother? Single?
No. Well, maybe
single but ready to mingle.
Well, no, has a litter coming in 6 months.
I don't even understand how you fuck a chihuahua. If you're gonna fuck a dog, why a chihuahua?
Wow, it would have to be masturbate the chihuahua, right?
Oh, she fucked it. She didn't masturbate it.
How you gonna get the chihuahua to like? You're gonna get the chihuahua hard, and then what? Well, then what do you do? You
probably
get
put some peanut butter on her lips. I don't know.
And that's not penetration, dude. That's not. I'm talking about chihuahua penetration.
Yeah.
Let's keep with the story. I don't care about the pit bull. What do you think? How do you think this chihuahua went down?
Pit bull chihuahua mix, right?
Yeah, but this.
And the
how do you
lady
think
said that the chihuahua was the male, and it banged the pit bull?
Yeah, but it's a dog, dude. How do you?
Yeah,
get
but all she has to do is
it?
let the fucking thing get on top of her. It's a dog. It probably was like.
No, you think so? You think they're sexually attracted to her?
I'm not saying it looks sexy. I'm just saying it's.
But then it's not. Then it's not rape. If the dog was into it, dude.
Oh, the dog is doing it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I doubt she threw the dog on its back and rode it. That would be sick.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
that little fucking dog.
I want to know.
Imagine that shit. She held the dog down. It was like, oh, you're gonna take this, you little fucking chihuahua.
Well, how old was the dog? That's what we need to know. We need to know that. Was it a puppy? If it's a puppy, it's a problem.
You just saw the dog. It looked relaxed.
Yeah, but I can't tell if it's a puppy or not. If it's a puppy, chihuahuas are small.
It was too relaxed to see if it had scars.
I think if it's a puppy, I got a problem with it. But if that dog is over 3 years in dog age, which is 21.
Well, then it has to be what? 5?
No, at least 3.
At least 3.
At least 3.
I think Buddha left.
Buddha left the chat.
Ugh.
I think that's sick.
Just shoot her and get it over with.
Whoa.
How much time do you think that brings?
You can't heal that. There's no therapy. How do you replace a dog?
Who's hurt? Do you think the dog has mental issues because of it?
You can't just let people have sex with animals.
No, it's against the law. You lock her up. But I'm saying, in reality, is it a victim crime? Is the dog really a victim?
No, just don't.
No, it's just like
that's like when they call a boy, a 17-year-old boy, a victim because his hot teacher was banging him and giving him good grades.
What I don't understand is how somebody fucking this dog will go to jail. But look at all these crazies we got out in the streets. We draw the line of very weird places in this society. Now,
But that's what I'm saying.
She
You get
should.
the same amount of
She
time
should.
as the bunny.
This is pretty much a victimless crime. If this dog
That-
isn't
who's
a
the
puppy, I mean,
You could say the dog, but that dog looked very relaxed in that picture.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it's,
I don't think that dog has a lot. I don't think that dog's gonna need therapy.
I do.
You think the dog's gonna need therapy?
No, I need therapy.
Well, yes, after hearing that story,
Oh,
sure.
that's just nasty.
But I'm just saying they're gonna lock her up, and it's like,
right.
I think putting her picture up in the news and everybody's seeing that she fucks.
yeah,
a dog,
shame here.
Some things only need shame. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe
you
we
gonna
should
lock
start
her up?
shaming people again. Remember when they used to do that? Well, I mean,
Like that dog. Yeah,
Sure you don't
man,
remember.
shame is a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones. Have you walk down the street while
Oh,
they hit you
man.
with fucking rotten
Ooh.
fruit and shit.
Such a good episode.
Brutal, dude. It's a tough scene to watch.
They should
Brutal.
bring that back, man. You
Not
know,
like that. I don't want to watch that.
they should, man. Like you want to sit there and you want to do heroin on the corner out there in Philly and think it's cute, and we catch you, we shame you, dog. We fucking rip your clothes off, make you walk through the boulevard while we all peg you with fucking fucked up fruits and
But you
eggs.
used to be,
Some
used to be able to
rock,
buy it at the store.
What?
1910. In 1910, you could buy heroin from the pharmacy, over the
Well,
counter.
1910, I mean, they did different things. Like if they caught you with a fucking chihuahua, they would just hit you with fruits and shit like that.
So I'm saying, I
Or,
think
remember
1910,
that shit-
1920,
They hit you
best
with
time
taco.
period.
What's that shit where they put you in the the galley? What's that shit called? Where they put you
Stockade.
is
the
that
blockade?
Is it
the
a
stockade?
stockade? What's
Stockade.
gallows? Gallows is where you get hung.
Oh, well, that's that stockade. So, stockade is that the stockade where they put you in the middle of the thing? Kids will come and write dick on your forehead with a Sharpie or throw shit at you.
They had Sharpies back then.
I think they did.
A pillory, I think is what it's called.
Really? That's not what
Google
I thought.
Stockade. What do you comes up?
Stockades,
Yeah,
I think,
it's
is a
pillory.
prison. I think stockades is just another name for prison,
Mhm.
right? Take them to the stockades. That's the prison.
Well, like a stockade is where you keep like cattle. You call that a stockade too.
Really?
Yeah, a pillory is a device made of wooden or metal framework erected on a post.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
They got that brother in the air.
That's what we're talking about.
Mm.
Stockade.
Oh, well, he put in
You're-
stockade and he still got it, but he got it on the pillar. Whoa. What do they do with that?
They tie your hands to
In
the
case you
side of it.
escape, they put that under your ass. Do they put that under your ass in case you try to escape?
That's a
That's what you
graduated-
fall
Bro,
into.
look at this. Imagine you fucking do something
And here's
wrong.
the thing, they used to do that. Look at all the people. Like you take your kids out
I
and say,
know.
"Hey, come on, kids. Come on. If you guys want to see the criminals hanging from their necks and their hands, let's get it together, all right? We got to get it done because I got shit to do later."
Stockade.
Oh, stockade.
You
Yeah.
know?
It means
Stockade.
different things.
Themore says, "Themore, what's up, man?" Sitting in the background says, "G's next book, Public Humiliation, featuring G." Now, I'm just saying, bring back public humiliation. Samuel says, "Hey, yo, I thought that was for something else. Get your mind out the gutter." What you think that was? You put your legs through it? Hang your balls. Yeah, we need more public humiliation. Like, what was that shit they used to do too? Like to the witches, they put them on like that
Burn 'em?
one-ended seesaw and drop them in the water.
Oh yeah,
You know,
The one-ended seesaw.
yeah. That's what it was. They dipped you like a tea
They
bag.
would chain her to it.
they'd have her in a chair, chained to a
dunk
chair.
'em.
Then it would go down, and you'd pick it back up if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think the
You know.
thing was if she doesn't drown, she's a witch. I think that was
Yeah.
the thing.
Most women were tortured because
Yeah.
they were just getting their period.
They were wrong a lot. That's what they would do. They'd drown you, and if you drowned, then if you didn't drown, you were a
Oops.
witch. You know,
You heard the
and they were wrong a lot. A lot of
Wow.
times they were actually just not witches.
That's hard to be wrong about.
You know, ladies, you've come so far. Remember when they used to think you was a witch if you could read? Okay, so the next time you're bitching at me that I'm some sort of chauvinist, just remember back in the day, if you could read,
Wench.
I'd be able to go witch and get you fucking thrown on a one-sided fucking seesaw.
Damn,
It's
bro.
strapped to a chair and fucking dipped. Like, what would get you put in the stockades back in the day? What would get you in there? Stealing would get you in there.
Yeah.
They didn't just cut your hand.
Homosexuality.
Probably. Probably, right?
Brian just hit both of those.
That's how the loony bin started.
What's up, Doc? What kind of loony?
Really? You think that's how the loony bin started? What, by putting women in there? You know what's crazy is they used to say women were hysterical when they were having, just being stressed because their man was probably an alcoholic and used to beat them if their potatoes ran out. And then they go to the doctors and they would hit them with fucking dildos. Ain't that crazy? Sick perverted doctors. The same doctors
Nothing's changed.
Trust.
Yeah, not me.
The same doctors that people trust with their lives and shit. They're all sick bastards.
Yeah, dude, they really are.
They're all sick bastards. The whole thing of like psychology is sick, dude. When you think about all these psychologists, Freud was a sicko, man. Freud was a sicko. His friends would get caught for doing shit, and then he would just like say he did a report on shit, and that's just that's just some mental shit. It's not just debauchery; it's mental.
Well, there's definitely something to it.
No, 100%. That's
But
what he did. Like his boy would get busted sleeping with his mother, and they'd be like, well, all men want to sleep with their mother. It's a Freudian thing. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Your man was a sick dog. He was a sick puppy.
He was a sick chihuahua.
He was a sick chihuahua.
Yeah, maybe that's what the thing with the chihuahua was.
Listen, man, we don't condone that here on Rated G, man. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of a live and let live, but you gotta stop fucking them chihuahuas, man. They're too little.
We're animal lovers. We're just not animal lovers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
the difference.
I just feel like, listen, if you're gonna do that shit, you gotta do that shit with animals that can give consent. Although, like I said, if the chihuahua's on top,
yeah, really,
then
if it's doggy style, then it's okay.
Like bottom got to give consent, right? Basically, bottom gives consent. So if she was on the bottom and the chihuahua jumped on top, then the chihuahua's giving consent. Now, if you got like a German Shepherd on the bottom,
depends on the age.
Yeah, I'm saying like a German Shepherd, you're not fucking a German Shepherd unless the German Shepherd wants to get fucked. So that would be consent. The fact that it lets you finish.
Is this where we come?
As a society or just as a podcast? Because we've been as a podcast. Sam
Dude,
says
it's not y'all. It's your father. Your father, the ones that brought it up.
I don't know what's fucked up. Yeah, it's me. But when I was talking normal shit, we only had 6 people listening, and now it's doubled because we're talking about fucking trying to save the chihuahuas. Do you know?
I don't think that's why it's doubled, dude.
The commercial should actually.
That's not why it's doubled.
The commercials, right? Think about the commercials. The commercials. You don't want to hear what I was going to say?
No, I do. I want you to acknowledge what I said, though.
No, what did you say? It's not the commercial.
I said it's not the reason it doubled.
What is the reason?
I'm not sure. But it's not that.
How do you know?
People don't know because people don't know what we're saying before they start.
When did you become a liberal? Where you say it's not that, but I don't know.
See, this is what you do when you're wrong. You just try to call me a liberal.
It could be that
just because you were wrong.
No, I'm just saying it's a very
no. It could be. No, it could be
that, but I don't know what it was.
I think not admitting you're wrong is a little more liberal than that.
Yeah, I would say that too. But who's not admitting they're wrong?
You guys should get a podcast.
You.
No, what I'm saying is, you're saying it's not that. So I said, then what is it? You said, I don't know what it is. So then would you admit that it could be that?
What, you not
what are you
not
smelling your own finger?
You not wanting
you
to admit I'm right?
For the podcast,
is that what it is?
Double checking. What's going on over there, dog?
No, is that what it is?
It's what?
You not wanting to admit that you were wrong.
About what? What was
about
I wrong?
What I was talking about?
What was I wrong about?
I don't even know now.
Exactly. Nobody.
No, that's what you do. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's liberal, because I was saying something and you called me a liberal.
You pointing at me?
Oh, he got mad because I said he was a liberal.
No, I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad at. No, I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad at all.
Why would he smell his own finger?
I don't know. Maybe is your finger stinky?
No, he's pointing at you.
Liberal cucks.
No,
Hey,
yeah.
man,
What you were wrong about, is you saying that it doubled because we were talking. Our viewership doubled because we were talking about the Chihuahua story, and I said that was wrong.
I know, and then I said, "What was it?" And you said, "I don't know."
Right.
And I said, "If you don't know, then how do you know it wasn't that?"
Because people don't know what we're talking about before they click on the show.
Maybe right away they heard Chihuahua and said bestiality.
And then what? Shared it to 3 of their friends, and then they joined the show.
Well, you know, we got a bunch of people in their mother's basements right now who just stopped putting the peanut butter on their peckers.
You got the other mic on.
What happened?
What is that name?
You switched the mic.
You can hear me now?
I can, but it's not the right mic, I don't think.
Not the right mic? All right, hold on a second. Sorry.
Drop Time Rhyme says, you're all just jealous I'm trans and Brian has a smelly butt finger. We are jealous of that.
Nah, that's what I was saying. Is that what you were doing? Gary, how was your Ramadan? Oh, it was okay, man. You know, I hung out, woke up late, and I ate ramen noodles only because they had Rama in the title. So I felt like that was the way to celebrate. Samuel says, get these guys some water. Why, man? I'm actually really I got some water.
Tito's.
One of them.
One of them's
The second, the third, the fourth.
Brian, the video guy.
I gotta drive later, so I can't
Where?
have too much. What are you talking about? I'm playing my NASCAR game.
Oh God.
Yo, dude, I can't drive drunk. Then I start crashing into
That's all I
everybody.
hear all day. You think he would give me some time? No. All he does is drive.
I drive, dude. That's what I do.
You guys
I
don't
drive
play
to
with each
stay
other?
alive.
Jamaican.
Cheers.
Jamaican
Cheers
me
to everybody
crazy.
out there, man. Listen, man, I hope you. What's today? Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hope you live till Wednesday.
Really? Today's Tuesday? Already?
Tuesday.
We need to change that.
What?
Well, don't worry. In about 3 hours, it'll be Wednesday.
No, what I'm saying is we need to change how these days go, man. Samuel Garcia says Tito Tuesdays is crazy work. Yep. Drop Too Much Rhymes says shout out to big up to you, Drop Too Much. Big up to you, man.
what is that? How do you say it? It's
Drop Too Much Rhymes. Like drop too much rhymes.
Oh, okay.
But drop too much rhymes.
Very cool.
Like
Drop
Too Much Rhymes, like Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Drop Too Much Rhymes.
See, I knew that would get him excited. Look at
Yeah,
that.
Drop Too Much Rhymes.
Where are you going?
King Handles wants to know when the 24-hour live stream is. I don't know. We probably could do one. I would do a 24-hour live stream.
Drop him his pride.
Gee, we got to do a 24-hour live stream.
I don't know what that was.
We
I
should.
knew I hurt my foot. I knew he was gonna get excited when I realized that it's actually Drop Too Much Rhymes like Optimus Prime. And he went, ooh.
That's pretty cool.
The things that gets this dude, man, you know, into the Samuel says 24-hour live stream and you'll see him spit on someone.
No.
I tend to spit, but there's no one here I would spit on.
I'd say $2,000. I would do it for $2,000.
Right, how much money would it take for you guys to do one?
$2,000.
24-hour live stream.
Yeah, 2 G's. I would do it for 2 G's.
Yeah, sure. Why not? One each?
No.
Oh, you get two and I get nothing?
No. He asked how much I would do it for. I would do it for $2,000.
You would do it for $2,000.
Yeah. What would you do it for?
I would do it for the love of the people that watch, man, to give these people something to watch. You know, and whatever I get is what I get. I don't care. That's why I'm not rich, dog.
Sounds pretty communist to me, dude.
Say, how come you're not further along? Because I give. I'm a giving man. I give it all. I don't care. It's not about the money.
Sounds a little communist.
Not about the money. See, once you make it about the money, then that means there's a number of dicks that you would actually suck to get there.
Never.
Yeah, because if you have a price, then there's a price. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, he said 2 G's. You know what that means? That means he would lick a bellhead. He would lick a bellhead. If somebody waved a big purple bellhead in front of him and said, listen,
You do this, and you'll be doing a
Purple?
movie.
Give it some oxygen.
You'll be doing a movie next year.
Yeah, it's got to breathe.
That guarantee will win a Golden Globe, and that motherfucker will be like, they'll give it, and they'll tell him it has to be slow, and you have to go across the curve, and he'll be like, because it's about the money. Fam.
See how liberal he is. You see, that's what they do. They take something. You ask a simple question.
Liberal James.
How much would it take for me to put up with this show for 24 hours? And I said $2,000. It's a simple question.
Yeah, and I'm
how
saying
how much would you shovel my driveway for? $50.
Who, me?
How much would you do a set for tonight? $25.
How much would I do a set? Depends. Does it cost me?
How much would you do a set in New York for?
If it costs me, then it costs you. If it doesn't cost me, then why would I charge you? It doesn't cost me to come on here and talk and chill and stay for 24 hours with people I love and people I like talking to and people that are out there in our land and rated G world,
free, dog.
showing us love every day. No matter how bitchy you get, they still keep coming back. No matter how many times you're rude and you say something all obnoxious like I'm rude, I tell you, boy, and I get upset and I want everybody to know I'm upset. I'm not a liberal. Shut the fuck up. I'm only joking. That's the Tito's talking. Please carry on. Carry on. You got work tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to torture you more, Brian. I just want to say, Brian, I miss the days.
You guys got to stop drinking on the show.
I miss the days when...
You guys have to stop drinking on the show. That's what I miss.
Why?
Dude, it's annoying.
Is it too? I mean,
yeah.
I'm not doing anything crazy. What am I doing?
We have crazy views since we started doing that.
No, I don't know. I just don't feel I'm that fucked up, really. I'm just nice, chilling. It's no different than if I was smoking. I actually smoked less because I had the shots.
It's weird.
But what do I know, man? You know, most alcoholics and drug addicts, the first thing they'll say is I'm not an alcoholic and I'm not a drug addict. So maybe I was fucking annoying tonight. I don't know. I would have called it fun. But King Handle says, Gary, y'all got the Diddy oil over? No Diddy oil over here, man. King Handle says, Gary, y'all got no. You brought that back again. No Diddy oil. Buddha looks fried. Buddha always looks fried, man. That's his look now. You know? I mean,
Just chill. Nothing bothers me.
Brian looks upset. Brian looks bothered by me.
I'm not.
I could tell.
I'm not.
You know what it is? All his forehead's so smooth, no wrinkles. That means he's tight.
I got no children.
But he got work tomorrow, so I don't want to keep you any longer, man. I want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out, man, checking us out, man. I'm sorry if I was annoying to anybody out there, especially you, Brian.
Well, dude, it's just, you know, you say that I scream into the mic, and that's because neither one of you can hear me when you're screaming at each other or singing at each other.
Okay, but that doesn't work. We got to find another way.
What do you mean?
Like just cut my mic probably is easier.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just cut.
Nah, I mean, listen. When I didn't hear you, I asked again so I could hear you.
I know, but I'm just repeating myself.
Well, sometimes we have to repeat ourselves.
I heard everything you said. We could hear when we're talking. We do two things at once.
No, there was sometimes I didn't hear him.
I heard him.
Well, you got bigger ears than everybody else.
I don't know. It's
Brian, when you're not happy, I'm not happy, man.
Oh, I'm happy.
It's Buddha's fault. I blame Buddha, actually. You know that? I blame Buddha. Let's blame Buddha. You want to blame Buddha with me?
I don't want to blame anybody.
No, come on.
Yeah,
Let's blame Buddha.
I don't want to blame anybody.
Why not? It's always fun to make someone feel bad. You know what? Blame me. I'll be Akon. You could put the blame on me.
Blame it on the alcohol, baby.
Follow Brian on the video, guys.
What are you guys doing? Thursday?
Man. Talk to you after that. Check us out at AC Jokes, man. We got shows coming up. Go to acjokes.com, man. Go to Gary G. Garcia. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Go to BrianTLicata.com/shop and support the podcast, man. Go get yourself some Rated G drip and all that good shit that goes along with it, man. As always, we love you, man. Peace.
Peace.
You don't say bye.
Gay!